Woo! What up, fam? You are looking live at your boy. Yes, sir. Dark skinned, not offended. Clean shaven, no misbehaving. Darth Vader's only son and Count Chocula's favorite nephew. He is I is him, is your main man. The accounting Tom. And what up, people? We got breaking news today, this morning. I got informed yesterday, but before we get to the breaking news, what I talk about on my channel is budgeting and finances, keeping your money in your pocket. More money coming in, less money coming out. Staying disciplined. Not falling for the okie doke. Just because you got a couple of grand in the account does not mean we go spend a couple of grand because it's in your account. Screw that. Whoa. We out here to get this money by any means necessary. So that's what your boy talks about when I'm out and about in these streets and I'm out here working these 3 jobs and getting paid 3 times a week. There's no reason for me to be broke. None whatsoever. Purdue Engineering. All right, Purdue. I mess with that. So here's the thing. The corporate job that I got, we talked about it. We said it was going to come and it was a matter of when, not if. But yeah, I was informed yesterday that they come to agreement with my staffing agency to go ahead and make me permanent, which is beautiful. So now your boy is going to be permanent out here in these streets. I know the job market is shitty as hell. And thank y'all for checking in. Hit your boy with the like when y'all do come through. I know I'm trying to do 3 a week instead of doing 5 a week, but once we get to June, 5 a week will be norms. Ride-alongs will be normal. And then we'll be doing shows at home. That'll be normal. Right after June. June 1st, to be honest. Because I'm only working 1 day a week at one job and 2 days a week at the other. And all my stuff is going to be focused on a corporate job. Now that I know I'm being hired in. And I know, I keep telling y'all, you're going to have to work like this to get yourself set up. Look, 17,000 at Spirit, gone. And 1 day, gone. They'll never be the same again. Now, I saw one girl on TikTok. She was Spirit as a stewardess, flight attendant, however you want to call it. And now she works for American Airlines. Yeah, some of them gonna be transferred over. Not all of them. It's just like uh a draft or a team get disbanded. The players that's on that team, they'll fall on waivers. Once they clear waivers, then the team start picking. They start making their phone calls and be like, hey, we taking this player, we taking this and this. Each team will have a pick from. So the airlines are going to pick. I say the majority of them will probably go to Southwest. A lot of them is not going to United. A lot of them is not going to go to American. A lot of them will probably go to a lot of them will probably end up going to Southwest, Then you got United, then you got American Airlines. Some of them may go to Frontier, even though Frontier is talking about them and JetBlue gonna be next on the chopping block. But we shall see. But I keep telling you, even if you got a good paying job, you still gonna need one more or maybe two more just in case in your back pocket, or a side hustle that people don't know about that you can still make money off of and bring in some pure profit. You know, it's not gonna be easy at all. Hello. Yeah, it's never easy when you trying to keep a job, but the jobs are laying people off at a clip. Even Coinbase laid off 700 people yesterday. Dude, it's gonna keep happening. Mhm. Like, it's gonna keep going all year long. You're gonna be seeing all these companies laying off people left, right, up, down. Everywhere you look, someone is gonna get laid off. So you gotta be prepared. You gotta have something. If you work so much at one job, you can't do second. You better have a side hustle that still makes money. You gotta have one. You better have one or two, if not three, just to be on the safe side. You know, because everybody's saying this economy is going in the toilet, but yet you still see people making more money than the law allows. Like, it can't be one without the other. So you can't have more people becoming millionaires every day in America, and then yet the job market is still trash. That doesn't make sense. Like, you got people with degrees that can't get the job in the field they got a degree. Or if they do, the degree, the job you get pays so low because it has no significance. The title may sound good, but it still ain't no significance. You're going to have to work 20 years in that field straight before you make any kind of hella money. Like, there's people right now that are in college that thinking they're going to be a CEO by 32. I say it's going to be maybe one or two of them out of the hundreds that graduate out of college that'll be a CEO at 32. And you know how they're going to be the CEO at 32? It's going to be their own company. That's all. It's going to be their own company. It ain't going to be some job thought they work hell of a, and they do their work so incredible that you can you could go ahead and be CEO. There's probably nobody like that. And like I said, you'll be CEO at 32 when you go and you start your own. You be on Kickstarter asking people to fund your business. Some you may make it, some you may not. But yeah, you coming out of college thinking you're gonna be like that? Nope. And then Gen Z got such a bad reputation as far as being workers. Like, they do the quiet quitting and all this other stuff. Like, they're looked at as undependable. Which I'm like, damn, I can remember being their age, and hell, you couldn't get me out of the office. I was like, oh, I get to make money doing this? Bet. I'm here 10 hours a day if you let me. So, I mean, it's to each his own. Yeah, but my job is we got an agreement with my staffing agency, and I'm getting hired in. Hell, I could have stayed being a temp for 6 more months. I think I still would have been the guy that fit the job. But of course, usually when you working with temps and you got a good team ahead in front of you, and everybody a temp, yeah, you might want to start hiring people in because you don't want to mess that chemistry up. When everybody work together and we all want to be around each other, yeah, buddy, you don't want to mess that up. Office chemistry is key in corporate America. And a lot of people take that for granted. Sorry, I went up on this bridge, but hold on. Okay. I had to make sure I was still getting a signal. But yeah, office chemistry is key because if everybody work together and we all like being around each other and we all working like getting shit done, hey, there's nothing that we can't do together. Now, at my office, I think my boss is a millennial, and I think we got 2 boomers and 2 Gen Xers, or 3 boomers. I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know about the other 3, but I know I'm a Gen X. Everybody else is a generation before me. They know we want to work because that's where we come from. The millennials and the Gen Z is getting a bad rap because of everybody else. Like they'll hire everybody and then they gotta fire everybody all in the same week. Like it's bad. Like I saw a lady, she worked for a staffing agency. It was one job that hired 6 on Monday and they fired them all by Friday. It was that bad, that quick. So it gets like that at times where it's like it's hard to find good workers. Hell, I work at 2 pizza joints. One pizza joint is they gotta hire more people, and then the other, you still got people rotating in and out. They'll try to fit you in whatever they can fit you. If the business need is good, like my manager, he got 11 stores. If you want to work for him, you're gonna be at one of his 11 stores. He always got room. Now my Hungry House, yeah, they stretching us thin, like really thin stretching us, and it's gonna be rough. And they gonna have to hire people, you know. But that's just the nature of the business. You're gonna have to fit it in your budget, even though if you can't fit it in, you ain't got no choice. Everybody know the old saying, "Scared money don't make money." Yeah, you're gonna have to spend more money to end up making more money where you want to. Hey, I'm getting my credit clean, everything. All my shit is getting done. And I promise you, by September, my credit score will be in the 700s. And I'm talking about the mid 700s. And all my credit cards are paid up, and my car insurance and all that other good stuff. Everything paid up. I'm telling you, we not even gonna trip. We gonna be right where we supposed to be. And I told everybody, if I got 3 jobs and I get paid every week, there's no way I should be broke. You gotta manage this money. You gotta watch it. You gotta track your spending habits. You know, a lot of times I use my tips and my mileage reimbursements to buy lunch the next day to put gas in the car. I try not to use my own money to do all that stuff. I got grocery shopping coming up next week. We gonna get that done. Grocery shopping is happening, you know, and I'm ready for it. And just like now, I got a full tank of gas. I don't let my gas get past full. Like right now, my gas tank is over full. Once my gas tank gets to full or right up under, I know that's $20. And I just throw that in there. If I wait another day, it'll be $15 more. Because I only drive this car to work, and my other car I drive delivering pieces. You know, so the other car I drive a lot more. This car I drive 5 days a week. The other car I drive 7 days a week because I'm only off one evening at Hungry Howie's. And then I'm only working at Domino's Saturday and Sunday. Go figure. So, you know, it changes from day to day. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Yes, it is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Your boy is getting hired in. I think it'll take about a week. Sometime next week, we got a meeting with my staff and agency and the HR and my boss and the controller. We gonna do it up real big. you know, I'm happy and spectacular for it, and I'm grateful for it. The opportunity is lovely. Uh, so I'm very appreciative because, for one, I still got the physical ability to work 3 jobs at 52. And people be like, yo, you got to work like that to get, yes, you have to. Those days of one job can take care of it, that shit dead. Even if you're working at Chrysler, Ford, and GM, where I'm from in Detroit, some people work 12-hour shifts, some of them 10, some 14. But guess what? 2 years from now, their contract will be up, and then they'll have to go on strike again. And this time, I think they'll hardly none of them will come back. you know, Sean Fain will be there and be like, tax the rich and everything else, make the rich pay. Yeah, y'all gonna pay all right. You're gonna pay with your jobs. They gonna keep the best of the best and get rid of everybody else and automate that shit. Where they ain't gonna be trying to work with people to keep the business running. The machines will keep the business running. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's just a matter of time. Soon, you'll have more things being created and changing life than you do right now. Because, see, right now, you got everybody still on a budget, uh, still barely saving money. Your mom and them got you on food stamps and stuff. So, you know, you still getting kind of like spoon fed in a sense. But watch in the future when there'll be no more government assistance and you're going to have to work to get everything you have. No matter what your situation is, you're going to have to work. The government is going to kick everybody off of Section 8 food stamps. Why you think they taking off the snacks and shit off the SNAP benefits? They about to make your ass work for your shit. They just gradually changing it and they changing the standard and they lowering what you can buy and what you can't. Eventually, you'll be like, well, I can't eat. And then you're going to have to get your ass up and work and then buy what the hell you want. Then you can eat how you want. It's just a matter of time. It's going to happen. The government going to save billions of dollars by not having people on aid. You ain't going to have no more SNAP benefits that will exist. Of course, your pennies, nickels, and dimes and quarters will be gone. Then eventually your dollar bills will be gone and everything is going to be digital. And then you ain't going to be able to do all these little finagle things on your taxes and get an extra 7,500 or an extra 3K. All that shit going to be gone. It's still going to be tied to your social. But what's going to happen is you're going to get an invoice and they're going to say you got a check coming or you owe us this. And that'll be the end of it. The government will do your taxes for you. So it's going to come. And if you're ready, it's going to hit you. By the time that shit happens, I'll be too old to work and I'll have my own businesses. And that's how I'll survive. Because that's how it's going to be in the 2030s. You ain't going to be sitting up there, baby mamas getting all these A's and getting WIC. All that shit going to be gone. It may not be in 2030, but that shit will stop in the 2030s. You are not going to have what you got right now. Y'all going to call these the good old days. Y'all going to be like, I remember I was getting food stamps. I was getting $1,300 a month and I only had 3 kids and shit like that. Now you're going to get $200 a month and have 3 kids. You're going to be like, man, I might as well work. And then when you start getting people to start working, then the inventions will come. And then things will start popping up and changing the way how we view life and how we do things in life. More people will be creative because you ain't going to have no choice because you ain't going to be able to eat like you think you should. So once you take people off, everybody will get creative and they'll know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. All right, I made it to work in one piece. Let me open this shit up. Let some air in this bitch. All right, guys, I made it to work. We about to go out here and get this money. Hopefully, I hear something from my staff and agency today. And when this meeting gonna take place. Otherwise than that, thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, Nighttime. Dylan. Cassandra, thank you. Yes, hi, Cassandra. I remember you. Thank you for coming in. Watching my channel. I appreciate that. So I will holler at you guys later. I did put some numbers together last night. I still want to put my spreadsheets together so when I do get time to sit and we go over this, then I know you joined late. Yeah, I made it to work. I'm about to go up in here and get this money. But happy Friday to you. So I'm out of here like last year. Y'all have a good day. Happy Friday. Be aware of your surroundings. Be safe out there. Tell someone you love them. Yes, I hope you have a great day at work too, Cassandra. Tell someone you love them because we ain't promised tomorrow. Watch all my other videos, like, comment, subscribe. I answer to all, good, bad, and indifferent. Y'all have a great day out there. And as my man Buddha always says, get your money and bounce. Go home to your family in one piece with a pocket full of cash. I see y'all later.